Hello everyone, I'm Buford MC, and welcome back to some more GregTech New Horizons. Today, I want to go on a little bit of an adventure. What kind of adventure do I want to go on? Well, I want to try and complete one specific quest today, which we recently unlocked, and that quest is to complete Slime Island Journey. So, this quest is to go to one of the slime islands that can occasionally spawn in the map, and to get some of the goodies from there. So we want to get some blue slime dirt, congealed green slime, slimy sapling, gelatinous slime, and congealed purple slime. Now, some of this stuff we can get from there could be quite useful in doing a couple of things. The main thing is going to be actually helping us to get some more raw rubber dust because you can get it from slime. Now, we get it from the sticky resin, but if we take a look actually at the recipe for the congealed green slime, you can actually use that, well, and a couple of things actually. So you can extract it for slime balls, which can be further extracted for raw rubber dust. We can use it actually to make water tank siding with steel rods a lot more efficiently. We get 2 instead of 1 by using iron and sticky resin. And I think there's a couple of other things you can do. Later on, we can actually use a centrifuge, and we can directly get 8 raw rubber dust from one of these, which could be really nice. So, there's a couple of things that these are going to be useful for us, and I want to try and knock this quest out. So, to do that, we have to travel to one of our local slime islands. So, we have really 2 choices on which one we can go to. We have one down to our south down here in the desert area, and we have one a ways up north, which is actually close to spawn, which was over here. So, I'm probably going to eventually hit up both of these, but the southern one's closest, so I think that's the one we're going to go to first. So, let's go on our adventure for today. So, let's go head on out, and I think what we can probably do is we can probably go up to the top of the mountain and then hang glide off from there and see how far that gets us. Now, the slime islands are going to be up in the sky, so unless we get enough height that we actually can fly directly onto it from here, I'm not sure that we will, but you do get quite a bit of distance from here. If not, I do have some blocks that we can build up with. In fact, I have some gravel so that we can build up, and when we are ready to leave the slime island, we can just break one gravel, put a torch under it, and everything should break instantly. So, that should help. So let's go to the top of the mountain first, and we'll go head on down to the slime island, I suppose. Now, there will be some mobs there. We'll be looking at some slimes probably able to spawn there, so we will have to have a little bit of a fight possibly. But yeah, should be a little bit of a different episode today. So, let's go head over to this side and take off. So it shouldn't be too far away. I'm curious to see how high up it is. I've seen it before, but I think this one is pretty high up. But it's not that far away. Once we get through the little swamp area here, we come up on the desert. Now, this is actually an area I go for a couple of times to get some sand and even some dirt occasionally. You'll probably be able to see that from here. So yeah, right there. I've been mining up some sand before. We've mined up a ton of dirt down there. You can see all the remains, and I think we're actually here, aren't we? Yeah, we're actually right on it, so we didn't get enough height, but we can go ahead and fall a little bit. So it's not too far away. And it's right there, so we need to get up. Let's go actually to the top of here. This will save us a bit of time. Alright. I think this is actually not bad right here. Alright. Let's grab our gravel and start building up and see how we do. If we fall down, we have the hang glider, so we should be okay. Oh, we're almost there already. Oh, we're here. Well, that was fast. And there's nobody here, actually. Usually these things are... I think the liquefied slime here spawns some slimes. I don't see any right now, but that's alright. So what we need to do is we need to gather a couple of things, in fact. So we need to get the blue slime dirt, which I think is this. Yep, that's blue slime dirt. We also need the congealed green slime, which we can get, I believe, from the trees here. I think we get them from these. So these are the little slime trees. Yep, there's one right there. And this is what you would get when you plant down a slimy sapling. So if we plant some of these, we can actually grow some of this, which will be able to grow some slime, which I think will be quite useful. So that's something we might do. So let's see if we can get a couple of those. There we go. We've got 4 slimy saplings. And we can also go ahead and take the congealed purple slime as well. Ooh, it is bouncy. Now, let's not fall in there. I don't know why nothing's spawning, actually. Usually they do spawn from the, I think it's the liquefied slime. We'll go ahead and take all of this, though. I'm stuck there. There we go. Because actually the, I think it's the congealed purple slime that we actually can get. Let's take a look. You can actually directly get rubber pulp from this in a centrifuge once we hit the LVH, so this stuff's actually going to be quite useful as well. So, that's actually really nice to have. Let's go ahead and see if we can get all of this. Nighttime is also approaching. It's not nighttime just yet. It should be in a moment. I don't want mobs to spawn while we're out of the base. There we go. Alright, let's keep grabbing up this congealed purple slime. Yeah, I'm not sure. I actually thought there was going to be a whole bunch of these slimes we were going to have to fight off, but no one's here. That's really strange, but... well, I guess it makes our job a bit easier. Let's grab up the last bits of this purple slime over here. There we go. Got that done. Alright, not too bad. So, what do we need for the quest, actually? Oh, hello. Oh, someone finally did spawn. Okay, so that's what I was talking about with the guys spawning. I don't know why they took so long to spawn in, but we got one finally killed. Let's get out of here. So yeah, that's what I was talking about before, about how they would spawn in this thing right here. But usually they'd spawn more. Yeah, now they're spawning in. See, there's another guy right there, blue slime. That one exploded. Now, I think the quest does mention we don't want to pick up the actual slime here. We could use a bucket, but it says liquid slime is not allowed to be placed down as it acts as a spawner and can cause lag. So we don't want to pick that up. So what do we need for the quest? We still need... we got the blue slime dirt. We got that. Well, we still need the gelatinous slime, which actually drops from the slime. So we need that drop, actually, don't we? Okay, so we actually need to wait for some of these guys to spawn in, then it looks like. Okay, well, we'll just have to wait a little bit for that, I suppose. Would have thought we would have seen some by now. Is there any other way to get this? Oh, the slimy saplings might drop it as well, actually. Oh, you can extract it from the slimy saplings as well, so we might actually not need to do that. Okay, well, that might be the easier way to do it. We've got some of these, and we've got ways of getting more. So we can go head back to the base probably and check this out. Grow this a couple of times. Actually, there's one right there. Well, they haven't dropped it yet. Yeah, I think we can just go ahead and head back. I'd say this was pretty successful. We did what we wanted to do. We got the, stuff that we wanted, I think. Don't think the grass drops anything either, but we don't want to pick this stuff up here. So, yeah, I think we're ready to head on back. And let's go fly down, and we'll break the pillar here that we used to get up. This is always fun to do right here. Yeah, this is fun. Seeing all the gravel come tumbling down. Still coming down. There we go. Alright, let's head on back over to the base then. And we should be able to complete the quest then if we can put the saplings into the extractor. Might check them out quickly though as well. Base is pretty much a straight shot up from here, so this is quite nice, isn't it? Hang glider is really nice to have. Really helps you when you're exploring the map. We've been using it a lot in our explorations lately. Just can fly right on into the base from here. Here we come. It's looking really good around here, I think. Yeah, we're gonna come right up to the door. In fact, actually, let's stop down here. So, let's take a quick peek, actually, at this slimy sapling, then, because we should be able to plant this. I think we can plant it on dirt. I don't think it has to be slime dirt. And let's see if we can bone meal this. Okay, that's a lot of bone meal that's not doing anything. Yeah, I don't know if that's actually working. Maybe we do need it on slime dirt. You learn from experimenting. Maybe just bone meal doesn't work with these. Oh, that's alright. We can put that away. I'll figure it out at some point. Where did that dirt go? That's fine. I can figure that out later, too. Oh, it went in here, actually, didn't it? Here's the dirt. Okay. We plug that hole up, and we have enough anyways. We can get the blue slime, I believe, right? So we just need to get 4. We do have extras of these, and if I need more, I can go to the other slime island. Let's take a peek over here. Yeah, we have one in here, actually, if we really need to get some. So we can go ahead, I think, and extract this, and we should be able to complete the quest that way. I think I meant to do it, though. I think I meant to get this from fighting the slimes, but they just went dropping, and we weren't seeing any slime spawn for a while. So we're still getting some sticky resin in here, actually. I'll put you in there. And let's go ahead and put some stuff away. These are from Tinker's Construct. Let's put them in the Tinker's chest for now, because I don't think we're going to use these right now. I think we're going to want to save this for the centrifuge. Because that's a lot of rubber we'll get when we get to that point. That's going to be quite good. We got 51 of these. So that's a lot. That's actually going to be quite useful, I think. Put the gravel away as well. And slime dirt. Just put that in kind of a... Is there anything we can do with that? Book of Biomes. No, nothing we can do with that. Put it away in here for now. Put our bone meal in there as well. Surprised it didn't work. I thought that was going to work with those saplings, but I guess it didn't. And you should be working on that. Perfect. I have been working on also getting a bit more raw rubber dust so we can make some more rubber later on, which is what we did last time. But, yeah, we're ready to make some more rubber in the future. There's some of the gelatinous slime, and this should be our last one coming in now. And that should be the quest. Perfect. Slime Island Journey. So, that was a little bit of a small journey, but we got there in the end. And looks like we get an iron sword. Not sure why. We can get a loot bag or ladders. Let's do the loot bag and some coins. And let's go ahead and open up the loot bag then. And we got more torches and spawn an ocelot. Lovely. Not the best reward, but it's okay. Got a lot of torches, though. I've been getting a lot of those from loot bags lately, it feels like. But yeah, so I think we're going to leave that one there. Just a bit of a shorter episode. I wasn't sure how long this was going to take to get to that slime island and go through it, but we didn't really meet too much resistance in that area anyway, so it turned out okay in the end. So yeah, I think we're going to leave that one there. A little bit of a shorter episode than normal, but we're going to leave that one there. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.